Alrighty, guys. I am hoping that this is live right now. I'm having some problems with my broadcast, so hopefully this is going to go out to you all. Let's check and see if I can find my channel. Okay, let's go ahead and dig in here. If you're watching this in replay, go ahead and hashtag replay. If you're here on the live, I'm going to be here, and at the end we're going to be able to answer some questions for you, so I can't wait to get to that point. Thank you for hanging in there. If, like I said, you're just jumping on, we had some problems with our live stream. What are we going to cover today? Today we're going to be talking about, I call them the 4 business must-haves. The 4 business must-haves. So this is going to be whether you currently own a business, like you own your own business, and maybe you're doing okay, maybe you're not doing okay. That doesn't really matter. This is going to help you diagnose what you need more of or what's missing in your business, your whole system that you're running. You're going to be able to diagnose, oh, that's what I'm missing. That's why I'm not getting the results I want. If you don't have a business yet and you're considering opening or beginning a business, this is going to help you avoid the mistakes that I made when I was beginning my business, entrepreneurial business journey. And I'm telling you what, I would love nothing more than to help you avoid the major pitfalls that I experienced when I was doing this. It was, honestly, it was quite miserable. So, and it's not that I didn't get success. Obviously, I did. I'll tell you a little bit about who I am at this point. I am not seeing this live, but hopefully we're live. My name is Shawna St. James, if we have not met. I am an artist by trade. That is how I started my entrepreneurial journey. And I really did that for about 4 or 5 years, working my business, learning how to sell my art. At first, it was out there, like at the galleries, at the shows, like doing it the traditional way. And then I wanted to shift my business to move to online. Here's the reality. I was exhausted. I had 3 kids. It was very hard to do the traditional way of business when it came to having an art business. I needed to find an alternative, which is why I moved to the online space. So running your business in the online space is obviously quite different, which is fine. I had to learn a lot of new skills to be able to make that work. Once I got those down and my business was running, I started helping other artists. And at this point, I've helped over 5,000 people in the last 5 years, a lot of artists. And I'm telling you, if I can help an artist sell art, I can help you sell your product, because art is not an easy thing to sell, right? I think we can all acknowledge that to be true. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to walk through the 4 steps that you must have in place, really tight and honed, for you to have success with your business. Bottom line, these 4 steps is really all you need to make your business run the way you want it to and achieve whatever goal you want. Whether that be 6 figures, 7 figures, the dollar amount really doesn't matter here. You're going to be able to reach your goal. I'm going to hop over here really quick. Let's see if we are live, just really quick before I jump on here. Let's view my channel. Yeah, it's live. Okay, perfect. All right, so let's dig in. I want you to have a really clear map of success, for success. Each one of these steps is going to take you where you need to go. And honestly, that's up to you. Like I said, whether it's a 6-figure income, a 7-figure income, the dollar amount isn't actually as important as what do you want your business to do for you? Are you wanting to travel? Do you want to get the RV and hit the road? Are you wanting to be an international traveler? I have one of my former college friends and associates, they're basically full-time travel now. Wouldn't that be awesome? Or maybe you just really want to have the finances you need to be able to be spontaneous and jump on the road whenever you want to, or fly out to see your kids or your grandkids graduations, and maybe have the money to take them on vacations. Maybe you're just at the point where you're needing to get out of debt. Whatever that is, this map is going to help you get there. So let's dig in here. I didn't prepare slides for you guys, but I did. Let's share my screen. I did kind of work up a little action board here. So let's pull this up. Oh, wow, that's very large. Okay. No. Can y'all see this? Hopefully you can. Okay. Here's the deal. Let's put it in presentation mode. That might help. Hopefully you can see this. If you're on your phone, this is going to be a little bit tough to see. You might need to go back and watch it instead of on a mobile device. You might need to put this up on your computer. I am going to try to make this bigger too. So let's see what we can do here. Is it going to let me? Let's make these a little bit larger. And sorry, didn't realize it would look this much different. Let's shift this down and go back here. Okay. I bet you can see that better now. Here's what we want to talk about. Let's ungroup these. For you to have the income you want, right here, this is the structure that you must have in order to reach this goal, to hold your roof up, to reach whatever it is you want to accomplish, whatever result you desire that's located right here. And we're just going to say a 6-figure plus income in general. In order to reach that result, to have that income, you must have these 4 pillars. That's what we're going to walk through today. And then later we're going to talk about the foundation that these pillars must be on. So let's start with a general assumption. The general assumption is that A, you have a very high quality, in demand product. That's the first thing. So we're starting with that assumption. If you do not already have that product, that is something that I help my clients figure out all the time, whether they're going to build their product or whether they are looking for a product. I have one product that I highly recommend. It's basically a business in a box. It's all pre-built for you, and it's a proven system that you can take and sell with 100% profit. It's not an affiliate program. I've done those where you make 10, 20%, 25%, 30% at best of what the total price of the product is. This is a product that you literally own and resell yourself. If that is something you'd be interested in, I want you to go ahead and type builder in the chat someplace if you're watching this in replay or if you're live. If you type builder in the chat, I will be able to get back with you and share that information for you, just so you can learn more about what it is I'm talking about. If you already have your business and you are trying to diagnose either how to increase your income or where it's going wrong, maybe you haven't really achieved your financial goals yet, this is going to help you. Okay. The first one we need, and I think everybody knows this, but we need leads. Okay, leads. Shawna, what do you mean by leads? If you are a business owner and you have not, if you're not a business owner, you're like, I don't know what you mean by leads. Leads are the people that are interested in your product. Do you have a system, a repeatable, I like to call it wash, rinse, repeat system for collecting your leads? Do you know who your ideal customer is, who would be that lead? Do you know where to find them. Let's say you actually truly know who your ideal customer is. That means that you have to understand your customer deep down. What are the problems they have, right? Right now, if you're looking for leads, there's a few types of customers out there that you have run across, or like I said, if you're going to start a business, you're going to run across these types of customers. And the truth is, there are customers who have been burned, right? They have bought something, it didn't get them the results they wanted, it didn't work, basically. And they're really cynical. They're really suspicious. Of course, they're super guarded about investing in anything else. If your product falls in that category of something they need, but they've already tried to get there before and it didn't work for them, you've got the kind of buyer that they're really afraid. They're afraid to invest because they've tried it and it didn't work before, right? Right? Or maybe you have the kind of customer, which these are, everybody deals with these kinds of customers, you guys. These are some classifications that we are all dealing with, whether you're online or maybe even, have a brick and mortar. Maybe they're overwhelmed. The overwhelmed customer, they don't even know which is the right one. They don't know what's going to work. They see too many options. Maybe all of the options look super attractive to them. They're like, oh my gosh, ooh, right? And they're just kind of like squirrels. Ooh, that looks good. That looks good. That looks good. But they're so overwhelmed, they never make a buying decision. If that's your kind of customer, where do you find them? How are you going to communicate with them? Right? Maybe you have a customer, another type of customer. This is the customer who knows what they want to do, but the whole thought of starting a business is like, oh my gosh, I don't have the skills for that. They don't have any confidence in themselves, which means whatever is out there that's going to help them, if that's your product, they're not sure that they can really do it, that it would work for them. A little different than the burned customer, right? But they haven't ever invested in anything yet, but they're just not sure that they have the skills that they can actually make whatever their dream is come true, make it happen. And then you have the type of customer who they just want instant results, right? They want to have something that is going to give them instant results. Maybe they're not going to put in the amount of work that they really need to be able to get the big results, right? But that maybe they don't have huge requirements. Whatever that is, those are the kinds of leads that we all have out there waiting for us. Some of our customers, they know exactly what they want, right? And they're just looking for it. And when they find it, if that's you, boom, you've made the sale. Other customers, they don't really know what's available to them. They have an idea, but they're not sure. They're kind of warm, right? They're warm. Then you also have the kind of customer who what we call the cold customer, a cold lead. A cold lead may be someone who doesn't even quite know what their problem is, so they don't have the awareness of the solution that they need, which would be you and the product you provide. So whether you have a cold audience, a warm audience, a really hot audience, where do you find those leads and how do you get them to you, right? Because technically, a lead is not a lead until you have some way to communicate with them. A follower on your Facebook is not a lead until you have their email or until they're in a Facebook group or until they subscribe to your YouTube channel. How are you going to go out and find those leads? Where are they? Do you know how to find them? Once you find them, right? Once you find them, you need to have a way to nurture them. Otherwise, they're just going to fall off. They're just going to go back into the ether, right? Or go back into the woodwork. Now that you've found your lead and you've called them out, they've raised their hand, right? They've raised their hand. Do you know how to nurture them? Meaning, do you have content that's going to build that know, like, and trust factor so that they really believe and know and trust that you have the product that's going to give them the solution they've been looking for? Do you have the system in place to provide them value, to serve them? We need to be able to serve our customers and offer them value before they'll ever purchase anything from us. Do you know how to do that? Do you know how to create content that nurtures that lead, that connects with them, that engages with them? How many of you know how to do this? If this is something you're not clear on, let's go back here. I want you to rank yourself on a scale of 1 to 4. 1 being, oh, I've totally got this. I know exactly who my customer is. I know exactly where to find them. And I'm out there getting new leads all the time. I get 100 new leads a day. I get 25 new leads a day. I'm never out of leads. We've got to have leads. If we're going to get clear over here to our last pillar, right, our last result, we have to constantly be getting new leads. On a scale of 1 to 4, 1 being, I don't really have a system for that. 2 being, I kind of do, but I don't really utilize it, or I don't implement it. And 3 is, no, I do this pretty well. I could definitely improve, but I definitely know what I'm doing. I know how to get leads. And 4, oh my gosh, yeah, Shawna, I get hundreds of leads a day. Leads is not my problem. That's not my pillar that is missing, right? Like, if you only can do this at a 3% performance rate, you can see here, you're not going to make it to your goal. All of these pillars have to be at 100%. So where are you on a scale of 1 to 4 here? Let's actually, I can't, scale, on a scale of 1 to 4, where are you here? What percentage are you functioning? Same with nurturing. Do you have the content that's going to be out there that's going to help nurture your leads so they know, like, and trust you, so that they're going to be ready to buy from you, so that when you put something out there in front of them, they're like, oh my gosh, yes, heck yeah, right? Do you have a system? This is part of nurturing. Are you tracking your leads? Are you tracking your people that you are serving and helping? Do you know what they really need? What part of what you offer is what you can help them with? Do you have a way to discover that? To tell them, oh yeah, I get it. I know exactly where you're stuck. I've been there. Or absolutely, I help people with that all the time. Do you have a way to communicate with that, to know what they need? Do you have a repeatable system, right? A formula. I'm going to call it a formula for creating content that's constantly out there showing your customer, hey, I have the solution. I can't wait to help you. I would love to help you. In the meantime, here's this. This is going to help you. If we don't have that, we're not going to make it to our 3rd pillar. So on a scale of 1 to 4, where are you with nurturing your ideal client? And if you don't have a business yet, this is a piece you need to look for. When you are building your business or you are investing in a business that you want to sell, does it have all these pieces? Does it have a way for you to get leads? Does it have everything you need? Are they showing you everything you need to nurture your leads and capture them, right? Basically captivate them with your content. If it doesn't have those 2 pieces, you already know it's not a good business to invest in. And if you're building your business, you have to make sure you have these in place. Okay, let's move to our next pillar. Our next pillar is, do you have what you need to convert, my sales. These are conversions. This means that you're going to be able to take those leads, nurture them, and convert sales with them. This is where the money comes in, right? This is the piece of your business that you don't have a business if you're not making the sales. I've been there. So this is like, I'm preaching to the choir. This is me. I've been there because here's what I was doing. I wasn't making CTAs. They're called call to actions, meaning I was out there and I was doing all this stuff, but I never actually told people, oh, yeah, by the way, if you want this, you can buy it. That was the first mistake I made as an artist. I was putting my stuff out there, showing people, oh, I did this. Oh, this is here. This is here. Oh, if you want to, see me, I'm going to be at this show, yada, yada, yada. Doing all this stuff, posting all this content. And I would forget to tell people, oh, yeah, it's available if you'd like to purchase it. Or here's the other thing. Call to actions don't always have to be to purchase the product, right? Your call to action could be for over here to get more leads and nurture them. Do you have a lead magnet? This is a piece of value that we offer our ideal customer to be, right? Our prospect. That is something that's going to help them. That's going to A, help them move forward, and B, show them more about how we can help them move forward. Do you have that in place? And are you offering it? Do you have, the systems in place that are going to help people join your email list? That would be a call to action. Hey, join my email list. Here's how you do it. Those are all things, conversions, right? Not just sales, but conversions. Do you have that in place? So on a scale of 1 to 4, where are you right there, right? If you're on this third pillar, do you make call to actions all the time? Like you could overdo this. If you don't have the rest of this in place, you're not going to have the sales at the end. If all you're doing is out there is posting content that's here, buy this, here, I've got this. Oh yeah, here's another thing you can buy here. Oh, this is what you need to buy. But you're not showing them how you can help them. You're not nurturing them, then the sales aren't going to happen, right? The sales are not going to happen. Sorry, this is sales. So this is the last piece. This is the biggest piece of the puzzle I was missing. Besides not making offers to people, I did not have a system to ascend to have repeat buyers. The truth is, we don't want to have a business that it's a one and done. They buy and they leave and they never come back. There are businesses that are good like that. I'm going to call them e-commerce businesses where they're just buying, even makeup has repeat buyers built into it. I'm trying to think of a product that wouldn't have that. If you're looking at products on Facebook, think about it. If someone buys a thing of mascara and they love that mascara, they're going to keep buying that mascara. And you can also put people on subscriptions, right? There are packages that you can buy where even Amazon has that, right? Where you can, if you have a certain order, you can set it up as a subscription. You get a little bit of a discount, but every month you keep purchasing that product for them. Repeat buyers are the way you run a sustainable business. Do you have a sustainable business by having a product that people want to buy over and over, or where they want to move up with you? Maybe you have a product that is teaching people how to build a lead magnet. You're showing them how to build lead magnets, but then once they have their lead magnet, right? The lead magnet is how they're getting new leads, but then they need to know what to do with those leads. Maybe that's your next offer. You're like, okay, now that you have the leads, right? Your lead magnet's working. You've got the right topic. You've got the right hook and headline on it. And people are loving the content because that's really helping them move forward. Okay, now you've got all of these leads. What do you do with them? I can help you with that. That would be an ascension product. You can move them into more spaces that you can help them. Okay, so here's the thing. Let's say you have all those things in place. Maybe you don't, but maybe you do. This is the foundation that each of these are built on. The first one is strategy. You have to have the right strategies in each of these. You have to have the right strategies to be collecting your leads. You need to have the right strategies to be nurturing them, to building that rapport and know, like, trust factor. You've got to have the right strategies for getting those conversions, the strategies for building your email list, the strategies for actually closing the sales. What are your strategies for that? Do you have a proven strategy? Do you have a strategy for how you're going to ascend those customers that have already purchased from you and get them to be repeat buyers? Do you have a strategy to have a sustainable business? Right? Here's the next thing. And this is huge, you guys. This is what I've been looking for. I had the strategies, but this is what I was missing for years. And once I even put these systems together, I realized that there were even better systems that I was missing. Systems, meaning, do you have systems for creating the content? Do you have systems for collecting your leads? Do you have systems for tracking your leads? Right? You don't want to get all those leads and then, like I said, let them disappear in the ether or let them cool off. Do you have systems in place that help make your life simpler? Oh my gosh, there's so much to do in owning your own business. For those of you who are in this, you know, for those of us who aren't in here, I'm telling you, you cannot run a business if you don't have systems. It is going to work you 24/7. And we need to have a system that works 24/7 for us instead of us having to be the system. That's the fact. That's the fact. I'm going to check over here and see if there are any comments in here. No comments. All right. Just double checking in case there were any questions. If you don't have systems, you're going to burn out. That's where I was just a couple years ago. My business was doing fine, but I was exhausted. I didn't have enough automations in place. I didn't have enough things that were working automatically behind the scenes without me having to go in and do everything myself or personally, or even hire people to do it for me. There are all kinds of things now that we can use to create systems that do the work for us so that it frees up more of our time, right? Those are mainly automations. And repeatable systems that we can, SOPs, right? Standard operating procedures, that maybe it's not an automation, maybe it's something that you can delegate to someone else. But if you don't have it set up as a system, if you don't have a standard operating procedure, kind of like a manual built out, a how-to manual as to how you do stuff, you're never ever going to be able to pass that off to someone else to do the job for you. You got to have those systems in place. We can dig into this next time. I'm just popping this out there. Okay, tools. Do you have tools that make your life easier? Do you have tools that operate the systems? I resisted tools. I resisted tools for so long because tools cost money, right? Now, there are some free tools out there. There are some free tools out there that are actually really effective if you know how to set up the systems with those tools, right? You can actually create a really good functioning system if you know A, which tools to use, B, how to set them up so that they are on a wash, rinse, and repeat system that is automated. That's how you get your time back. That's how you make sales. That's how you convert sales without having to be the one that's constantly driving the machine and all the little pieces and parts in there. And here's the big part. This is actually This is where I specialize, I'll be honest, you guys. This is the piece of the puzzle that you cannot go without. You have to start from here. Everything, this entire structure starts with mindset. Your entire building, everything from what's up here at the top starts with what's down here at the bottom. All these pieces are your foundation, but if you don't have your mindset right, if you don't actually believe in your product, if you don't believe that you can do this, if you don't have the vision of what it is you're going for, the goals you're going for in detail, I'm talking the vision as in, and I'm sure you've heard this before, but the vision as in, what the house looks like, what's in your closet, if you're manifesting your dream house, if that's what you're going for. What does the driveway look like? What is the back deck made of? What, like what are you doing in the kitchen when you go in the kitchen the first thing in the morning? Where's your coffee maker, right? What kind of espresso maker is sitting there? Those details, you have to be able to see them and feel them. That's the mindset we must be functioning from before we do any of this. We have to have the right mindset. If that's something you're struggling with, if you're ranking yourself right now on a scale of 1 to 4, and you're like, yeah, Shawna, that is not where I'm at right now, then I can help you with that. I'm going to stop sharing for a minute. Let's go back over here. Whatever these pieces are that you are stuck on, we have what you need to get you out. If you want to know how you can do that, if you want to know how you can fix what you've got, if you have a business that's running, but it's not getting you to where you want to go, or if you want to know how you can start a business that has all of these things in place so that you're not stuck over there, right? So that you're not stuck with that building that's all crumbled and falling apart. We can help you do that. There are 2 ways I love helping people. This is how, and like I said, I've been doing this for over 5 years, right? I do private coaching. I also have a group coaching program, but the clients who get the best results are the clients who I coach with privately. This is something we do one-on-one. I have 2 different packages. I have a fast package, right? Where we do it in 6 months and we meet every week. We meet every week one-on-one, and we have a task list. It's like, okay, let's diagnose what we need to do. Okay, here is what you need to get done the next week. It's your accountability person. That's me. I help you analyze. Okay, you did that? Great. What were the results from that? Okay. I can see that we need to tweak this, this, and this. Next week, we do that. That's how we get your business where you want it to go. Following those four pillars, those 4 systems, that's what we work in, right? Let's go back. Where is that tab? It's missing. There it is. This is what we help you do right there. That's what you get. Help you with everything you need for leads, everything you need to do to nurture, everything you need to do to really convert your people and get them, even, whether it's a lead magnet or whether it's sales, everything you need to be able to have repeat buyers using strategy, systems, tools. And I love helping you with mindset. Maybe right now you're like, Shawna, I'm not ready for any of this. I need to actually come up, improve my mindset and come up with a product before I can move on to any of this. We do that. We don't need those right now. We don't need those. You could flip this on its side and it becomes this. But we're not going to walk through that right now. Now, here's the part where, honestly, if you're looking at this and you're like, I don't know, Shawna, this looks super overwhelming. We work through it step by step. This is not something you have to understand how to do all at once. Heck, nobody really can do it all at once. You've got to work through each piece of it to be able to build our structure. So if you want to learn more about private coaching, if that's something you're interested in, you're curious about, there's no commitment here. I can send you the information on that, and we can actually jump on a Zoom and talk together more about what it is you're looking for, right? I always like to know, like, what are your goals? What are you really looking for? And then we can customize a package for you that helps build all those things out for you that we just talked about. If you're interested in that, I want you to type private in the comments. I'll reach out to you and make sure that you can get that information. And if you're interested in a product that you can offer, you're like, Shawna, I want to have a business. I don't know if I want to build my own product, but I want to have an online business. Then we can do that too. I have information for you on how you can do that with a really low investment. I'll be honest with you. I've spent well over 6 figures learning what I'm sharing with you guys. Well over 6 figures. And I don't charge that for giving you everything you need to have a business that runs. And including like a product. If you want a product less than the cost of a cell phone, guys, you can have a product that you can offer 100% product, 100% profit, no monthly costs. That means no repeatable costs. You don't have to know how to build a sales funnel. You don't have to know any tech because it's all walk through step by step, literally a video that says here, click here. And, I did the same thing. I, watched the video, paused, went and did the step, turned the video back on. Okay, next step, pause, go do the step. Step by step. This is an amazing product that you can have up and running in hours. You can have a business up and running in hours online that is automated, that gives you everything you need to find your leads, to nurture your leads, to the sales, converting the sales that you need, everything you need in that package for less than the price of an iPhone. Yeah. If you're interested in that, I want you to type builder, right? If you want to build something. If you're like, yeah, I want to build my own thing, Shawna, that's what we can do in our private coaching, and I would love to do that with you. You're not going to have to guess. You're not going to have to figure it out yourself. That's a mistake I made. I spent 2 or 3 years going, I can figure this out myself, and trying to watch, free YouTube stuff and trying to do this, trying to do that. And all it did was really discourage me to the point where I thought, well, maybe I can't run my own business. I'm not as smart as I thought I was. It was very humbling when I realized, oh, I need help. I need help. I really actually can't do this all by myself. Once I got the help, whew, that's when everything took off. It was like, wow, no brainer. Why didn't I do this? I had to go back. After starting a business, I had to backtrack and reframe, like get the mindset back in check, because I had lost all that confidence by bumbling around and making so many mistakes and not having success and not getting where I wanted. I actually dug myself into a hole that I had to climb out of before I was able to move forward. I don't want that to be you. You don't need to do that. If that's where you're at, I'm telling you, we can get you out of that. Let's get you out of that hole. But how would your life be different? What would change in your life? What would change this summer? I like to actually talk about the summer because here we are right here during the summer. What would change this summer if you had a business that was bringing in an extra 3,000 a month? Even an extra 1,000 a month, you guys. What would that do for you? Oh, that would be a game changer for me. Would it be a game changer for you? Yeah. This is something that you can do. The legacy builder, if you're interested in the business in a box thing, instead of building your own product out and building the entire machine yourself, I can help you do that if that's the choice you want. But if you want something that the machine is already built for you along with the product, the legacy builder is where you can do that. It's all done for you. All you have to do is get out there and talk to your people. If you'd like that, I'd love to help you with that. Because it has all those pieces that we just talked about. All the pieces that we just talked about are already built into it. It's a no-fail system as long as you follow the system. That system that we showed you, let's see if I can find it again on my screen. This system that we showed you, every business must have these, no matter what you're doing. So if you want a pre-built system that already has it, bingo. Bingo, bongo, bango. This is it. You can have it. You can have it and get started. You don't have to waste a bunch of time trying to figure out how to do it yourself, because it's a piece, it's a complete, done, proven. Here's the reason why I think Legacy Builder is an amazing product. The machine is already built, but not only that, it's proven that you can do that. So I'm going to show you really quick, because actually I just had an idea. Let's go back over here. And I'm going to show you part of what happens inside the Legacy Builder. I really hadn't planned on this, but we're going to go ahead and do it. Let's just share my whole screen. That'll be easier. Much easier than trying to share different tabs. Okay. So there's two parts of the Legacy Builder product that we're just talking about. The first part is here. If you're on my email list, you probably have seen a little bit of this, but you get all of these pieces. These are the pieces that I was just talking about before, right? Everything from your strategies, your systems, your automations, everything you need, including mindset, you get in here. That's the products that are available to you. But they literally walk you through every single thing as to how to set up your business. And, the mindset, yeah, there's just one lesson in here. But you get a community of people. You are not by yourself. This huge community of people, what do we have? 23,000 people in here that are all doing the same thing together. When you have a question, when you need support, you instantly have people. Oh, wow, here's a good one. Allison Reynolds. I actually know her. She did 100,000 in 6 months. Isn't that amazing, you guys? You can go in here and find encouragement every day. Here's a new 6-figure earner, Christelle Stoop. 7.5 months, she made her first 100,000. But here's the thing, they show you how to do this. You don't have to figure it out yourself. They literally show you how to do it. You get tech support if you need tech support. You get we get daily training in here. Here's what I love about the daily training. It's like 15, 20 minutes, quick. Jump in, jump out. You get mindset and motivation. We have classrooms inside here, even more content, right? If you need more content or help moving forward, there's more in here. All the replays are in here. Social media training is in here. Content vault. What's in the content vault? Oh my gosh, you guys. Do you need hooks? Are you not sure how to snag the attention of your ideal customer? They give you those. They give you content as far as what to put in videos. They give you emails. Everything is pre-built for you guys in the Legacy Builders product, right? So I can't say enough about the quality of the product. And if that's something you're interested in knowing more about, I'm happy to give you that information and let you walk through that. And tomorrow I'm going to be back on at 11 a.m. If you are watching this live, I will be on Monday. I'm on Sunday through Friday at 11 a.m. Central. Sunday through Friday, 11 a.m. Central is when you can jump in here, ask your questions, get your questions answered about anything you want to know about running an online business. If you're interested in running an online business and learning how to, master the digital world, that's what we're going to be doing here. All right, I'm going to let you go for now. If you want to know more information about private consulting or coaching. Sorry, I've got allergies. My nose is so itchy right now. If you're interested in that, do #private and I'll respond. I'll get back to you. If you want to know more about the Legacy Builders, what I was just kind of showing you on the screen, no commitment, obviously, no commitment to anything. There's no obligation to anything. But if you want to know more about that, do #builder and I'll be reaching out to you. All right, take care. Bye, everyone.